Hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't know Spanish. I don't know where I was gonna go after that.
But first of all, you're asking somebody. You're saying, "Hey, how are you doing?"
I don't know the Spanish.
Oh
so.
my god! And then that's the point for somebody to say, "Muy bien, y tú."
See, there you go. Somebody, one of our Spanish-speaking brothers here.
No, my Duolingo pays off. That's I've been slipping on that too. Because if I go to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, I want to be. Oh, hola!
You going to the DR? Yeah.
Ooh, I wanna salsa merengue too.
I just know I gotta make the top. Praying that my tape don't flop. Dreaming when I'm sliding in that jack. Bitches panties drop before we hit the block. Told them bitches be ready. Late night trips to the deli. I can know that we daddy. Regular day throwing the fitted. Play the field right. Wait for my train hopping.
What's up, people? Hope everybody's doing good. It's the What Up Bro Podcast back again. No, we've been MIA, missing in action, but we here. Back with some good shit going on.
You know what I'm sorry, sidebar, with just watching the game in the background. The fact that they signed Jason Tannehill.
What? Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
I said Jason Tannehill.
You said like 50 names.
I know. No.
You said Jason Tatum, Ryan Tannehill, Taysom Hill.
Sorry.
You said like 50
Tannehill
names in one.
Tannehill was on before. What you call it? Jason Hill?
Taysom Hill. Yeah, Jason. You got Jason Tatum, Ryan Tannehill, and Taysom Hill.
They got Taysom Hill. You signed him to that big ass contract, and all your starters went down. Literally, Jameis Winston. Jesus, I'm butchering names. Jameis Winston went down. Boom. You signed him to the big ass contract to be your starter.
Now he signed him to be like a utility guy,
but. He was he was the second string quarterback when Drew Brees was out.
But he can't.
I know he's not.
If you want to be an NFL team, you better not put him in as quarterback.
I know he's Tim Tebow, but still.
But I mean, I'm gonna say is we know why he got this deal. We know why. Come on now, we know why.
Why?
You know why? Same reason Colin Kaepernick ain't in the league. Come on now.
I don't know. Please, I don't know.
Cause he's a white quarterback. He's a white dude that can do everything. Like if you the white dude that can do everything in NFL, they gonna make sure you got a job. They don't care. They gonna make sure you got a job.
Okay, understandable.
But yeah,
understandable.
NFL. There's a lot of stuff going on in NFL. I know not the last episode, but a couple episodes ago we talked about homeboy for the Raiders. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, Henry Ruggs. He's still gonna do some time. They have some more charges in his joint. He about to do some more time.
Bro, he motherfucker facing up to 40. And it's crazy because we was talking about it at work, and it was like really the main charges is like the vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah, resulting in death. Yeah. It's bad to see that man it's just bad to see that he threw away his life, and it's bad to see that not only he threw away his life, but did you see this? They're saying they had another first round pick last year in the draft. This man was on Instagram with, I believe it was an AR-15. I don't remember the exact gun. Man was threatening to come see people with the AR-15.
Okay. He didn't go see nobody.
Yeah, but he lost his job. Playing gangster on the internet.
I could play gangster on the internet.
Yeah, but he playing gangster on the internet, bro. You playing NFL? Why you playing gangster on the internet?
You play gangster all the time. People play gang. Look, you know how many times we play 2K and the Frank Factory is invited.
Yeah, but that's different. You playing gangster on Instagram and you are a public figure. You play in the NFL. Why are you playing gangster online and you in the NFL, sir? Please, brother.
Was it after or was it before he was in the NFL?
Oh, it was after. It was literally.
Oh, it was after.
He posted like a week ago.
Oh, he's a dickhead.
Yeah, the team found it. Well, he posted it.
Yeah, he's a bozo.
I think he may have taken it down, but the team won't have it. It was like, look, we had a racist, sexist, homophobic, misogynistic coach. We got another wide receiver that was out here, DUIing and stuff, killing people, and got arrested. That hopefully they get justice and whatever financial. Hopefully the Raiders paid them, cut them a pretty good check.
You know what I'm thinking about now? I'm thinking like this is like the longest yard of damn NFL
Yeah, the
teams.
Raiders are like the longest yard, especially them out in Vegas. It seems like they moved to Vegas and don't know how to act now, bro. It's crazy.
I said, and you know what the crazy part is? I said, as soon as they move to Vegas, watch them screw up.
Yeah.
I knew Vegas is not a place for an NFL team, bro. It's a reason why I used to play a football game called Blitz.
Oh yeah,
where they would just wild out, like bugging, like literally, kid you not, drop kick a dude if he carrying the ball, like clothesline, power bomb, all that. I remember my brother used to violate.
Blitz is next level.
Blitz what? So, bro, and like literally, kid you not, they would have a Las Vegas team. They would be like, send strippers to tire out the competition. Send strippers to his team, or send strippers, or send bottles or whatever. Have them tired out for the game after.
But you know this kind of stuff gotta happen in real life though.
Yes,
it has to happen.
Yes,
I believe the most accurate depiction of NFL has to be Any Given Sunday. Like it has that. That's like the most. I think that's the most accurate depiction of like being a pro football player. I think it is, because I mean those dudes was out here living, and them you could tell
Willie was beaming.
Yes. Shout Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx had a run over the last like 3 months, like not even 3 months, 3 weeks. Just
he got sunglasses now.
Yeah. So
sunglasses fire too. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. My pockets ain't fired enough to get them.
You talking about the Jamie Foxx sunglasses?
Yeah. Sunglasses.
We gotta have to support the black business, because we gonna have to talk about the sitcoms. I know I sent you a text saying we gonna have to run through that sitcom. We definitely gonna have to, because they put Martin and Jamie Foxx on HBO Max.
Jamie Foxx is funnier than Martin. Sure, be honest with you. Martin has some very, very good episodes.
So that's been this week for the What Up Bro podcast. I wish we would be able to have a longer episode, but Sean is saying some stuff that I don't know what's in that cup. Let me see. What's
it ain't nothing in the cup.
I don't, because whatever is in it, don't ever drink that shit. Nah, don't ever drink that again.
Martin is funny. Martin is funny. Don't get me wrong. But like the shows that came after it are like hilarious. Like,
let me say this about Martin.
If I can fall asleep Better yet, I can fall asleep to watching Martin. I can't fall asleep watching Jamie Foxx, Bernie Mac, or the Wayans Brothers. Those are the 3 shows that I cannot. My wife and kids also. I cannot fall asleep to those shows, because for the simple fact, like they're just. It's gonna be a moment that catches me right as soon as I'm about to fall asleep. I'm like, oh damn. I'm like, Michael, no, shut up, Michael. Shut up, Michael Kyle.
And see, here's what I'll say about that. Here's my point to counteract that, and we'll go to it in long form, because I do want us to go through our list of sitcoms, especially with those 2 coming out right now. But the thing about Martin, bro, if you play it all the way through, season by season, episode by episode, banger after banger after banger, bruh.
I ain't never said Martin was like.
Nah, but it's just like, cause it went from, I believe it was the episode where they won the lottery. Him and Gina won the lottery.
Oh yeah.
It went from that to the episode where Martin had the son.
I just wanted to be like you, Martin.
Right. To I think it was the episode where Tommy and Pam got together. Like, bro, those are three.
My son Tommy was in them skins,
bro. But in a row, as far as like sitcom gold, like 3, like they go on a run like that, and that's just like
it was innovative.
That was just like a random section of like I think that's season 2.
It was innovative,
but like it's just banger after banger. That's why I hold Martin in such high regard. But I think we have to go long for him in that.
It's innovative. It's provocative.
Yeah, it's so much about Martin. And same thing about Jamie Foxx show, man. Jamie Foxx show is
hilarious.
I tell you the most underrated part about that show is Fancy. Fancy is witty as hell. Like if you really pay attention to stuff she be saying and coming back at Jamie with. Yeah. Oh no, she witty. She real witty. She real witty.
Fire.
Yeah. That's a beautiful woman. That's a beautiful black woman.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But yeah, man. So
gorgeous, fancy, Francesca. Gabrielle, what's her name? What's her last name? I don't know.
Some starts with a B. It's French.
Bushy.
Something like that. But shout to Fancy. Shout to Jamie Foxx. Shout out to Braxton P. Hartnebrig. Everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Martin and the Jamie Foxx show. Just shout out to both of them, man.
Oh snap!
I've been on the last couple of days, man. Background noise, bro. Just background noise. Yeah, you know he had that sour breath too.
Damn, bro, you want a Tic Tac?
Yeah, but you know the funny thing is, whenever Braxton would have something around, it was always some fire he was bringing around.
Cause Braxton had the juice.
He had the juice. Like it was the dirty juice.
What?
It's hard to explain. It's real hard to explain.
I don't know. Maybe I need to just start dressing fancy like Braxton. Cause
you gotta talk like that. You know, start doing the little dances you use in the club one episode, doing the little step, the little bunny hop.
I don't know. My son did the Michael Jackson. I was like, he's on.
Oh yeah, that was killer. That was killer.
On it.
That was yeah. Like I said, man, we gotta go back through. We definitely gotta go in long form on sitcoms, man, because I think we need to make that list.
I'm really mad that he never get the white girl. Like I wanted him to do that for the ancestors.
Yeah. See, I haven't gotten to the progression of that yet within it, because I've been playing Martin and Jamie Foxx just on some background type, you know, just doing something in the house, playing it in the background.
I was about to say when you having sex. I was about to say okay.
No, playing it in the background. We're not doing that. We're clean. There's a clean household. We're a clean household.
Whatever. I had somebody tell me, it was like, yo, listen, it's too quiet. I'm like, I got the TV in the living room. No. We got to play the TV in the room. I was like, okay. It's like my fault.
Nah, but Jamie Foxx, like I said, I've been playing in the background. It's both very, very good shows. Very, very good shows. And like long form, we're gonna talk about it. But first, before we go into today's topic, or part of today's topic, we do want to send condolences to Astroworld.
Big facts.
All those people that got killed. How you know what the numbers is up to?
I think it's like 9.
Yeah, it's like 9, 10, something like that.
Somebody was hospitalized. I think they died. Or something.
There's a whole lot more people hospitalized, man. Praise to them, bro. Like going to a show, you do not expect to get ran over like you trying to tackle Derrick Henry. Like, and I know I'm joking about it, but you really don't go to a concert and expect to be trampled like that. Yeah. Especially a festival like Astroworld. So
that's a fact.
Condolences to them, and be on the lookout, man, because there's gonna be a whole lot of celebrities, musicians, acts, period, that are going to start like trying to make sure their audience is good.
And they don't want to get sued. That's why.
They don't want to get sued. Because I know
that's what it is.
Because you said you saw a video of who was it?
SZA.
Yeah.
She stopped the whole concert. Was like, everybody's okay? I'm like, sis, first of all, I understand. Listen, I understand you want to be concerned for your people, but let's not act like y'all was before this Astroworld, predicament. Y'all was all stopping concerts to be like, hey, is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Is everybody all right? No, listen, let's not do that. Y'all just don't want that big check to come out now, because you got paid $50K to do this damn concert. Now you scared that $50K gonna turn into $1 million because you got sued.
Yeah.
No, it's. Listen, I understand the whole, you want to make sure everybody's all right. Stuff like that. I'm not gonna say stuff like that happens at concerts. It doesn't always happen, but I mean. Especially because I'm going to a Tiana Taylor concert. Tiana Taylor do that at the concert. I'm like, boo.
I'm about to say, first off,
I'm like, yo, Tiana, bro, you didn't.
I'm about to say, if you listen to Rose in Harlem, you start trampling people at the Tiana Taylor concert. It sounds like you got a bigger problem than just wanting to trample people, bruh. Imagine someone. First off, and this goes out being said too.
Harlem.
Right. Between that and the fact that they was injecting people out there at Astroworld, because the biggest issue is it's a festival. That's the thing that's gonna mess him up. It's a festival. It's supposed to be something that brings a lot of people into the community.
But that wasn't hit. I mean, how do you control somebody being injected with?
It's the type of music that you make. You gotta think about it. Travis Scott makes music. He makes rager type music, and if from everything I've ever seen of him in concerts, like. He's telling his crowd to like be real aggressive and mosh pit and do that type of stuff. And when that stuff happens, people are gonna get aggressive. That's not Travis Scott's fault. I agree with you. That's not his fault. But
that doesn't involve injecting people with, and putting people in cardiac arrest. That doesn't involve him at all.
Right. I agree with you on that.
Being cognizant of the fans and seeing the ambulance trying to come through the crowd, that's a bigger deal. That's a bigger deal. Yes, you need to obviously see, bro. I'm be honest with you, I don't care how much performing you're doing. I get sometimes people get lost in the the art of it. They get lost in the feeling of it, and get lost. But you gotta see those red and blue lights. Yeah, like you gotta see them somewhere. Like the red and, but I don't know whether red and white, red and blue, whatever the lights are for the ambulance. I thank God I don't never need to know what they are.
Hopefully none of us ever have to find out what color those lights are.
Yeah,
or the people around us find out, because if we in the ambulance, I don't think we gonna know what the color.
Yeah, let's keep it a stack. Yeah. So, good thing they don't, but. You see that lights, bro. You see lights flashing and stuff. And I know you got lights. You know you got all this pyrotechs and everything. But I know you saw something. I know you saw something, bro.
So the bigger question now, and I don't know what you think about this, but it's over for Travis Scott, right?
Nah, it's not over for him.
Like at this point, Travis Scott can't have like a concert anymore because at this point, going from this point on, right? If you somebody,
it just may be at smaller venues.
I don't even think they're gonna even let that. Think about it like this: this point on, the type of music that Travis Scott makes, the type of artist, the type of performer that Travis Scott is, there's no way he's not gonna incite something else like this ever again. There's no way. And if I'm a venue, realistically, if I'm a venue, big or small, why would I want that problem?
You know what it is? He's not gonna have his own like Astroworld. He's going to have to be collabed on somebody else's, where they're the main, you know, whatever. Boom.
But you think another artist would want that too?
They're not gonna want. No. That's what I said. They're gonna have to collab with another artist, because the artist that he's collabed with is not going to be somebody who is going to be like, oh snap, their music isn't like that. Then they have a Travis Scott song and it's like, oh boo, whoop-de whoop. You know, it's going to be the one song everybody hype and tap. It's not, you know, it's going to be one song and then they come back down. Like it's literally going to be one song and then they come back down. Yeah. Like, kid you not, it's not going to be a whole show of Travis Scott. But like, Travis Scott's not getting a whole Astroworld.
But it's hard though for Travis Scott. It's hard though, bro. All his music is like that, and it's pretty. Some of his music is pretty. I ain't gonna say. I guess you could say demonic. I guess you could say that's the word that's been thrown around a lot over the last week for Travis Scott's music. Demonic. I can see that. I can understand. I can understand the imagery in it, just because it does have a darker feel to it. Of like course. It has a menacing, darker feel to it. But at the same time, man,
for everything, of course.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. It's so sad, especially seeing kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know I think it was like a 9-year-old kid. And this is me being completely honest with you. If you took your 9-year-old child to a Travis Scott concert, I'm looking at you as a parent like, yo, what's going on with you in the first place, bro?
That's the music that the parents is playing.
But even still, you gonna take your 9-year-old kid to see Travis Scott?
Oh, I'm not. But.
Right, I'm not either. I'm not taking my 9-year-old kid to see. I don't think I would take my 9-year-old kid to see any rapper perform, to be honest with you. Just knowing the environments that rap shows are. And I say that because you gotta think there's people in there drinking, people in there smoking.
Yeah. Well, it's a festival, so it's 10 times worse.
Yeah, and it's right. Like you just said, it's 10 times worse. A festival is 10 times worse.
So they really blowing a dude.
Right, they really doing that. And festivals like that, you know, they out there taking shrooms, pills, all type of just out there shit, man.
And like Kanye said, you had Edward Nigga Hands out there giving people, injecting people, and having people going to cardiac arrest and shit. So.
Yeah. So prayers to everybody out there that was affected by that. Travis Scott. Sadly, I think it's over for you. Sean disagrees with me.
I said no. He's gonna have to be collabed on somebody else's stuff. It can't be just a solely Travis Scott.
I think it's over for you. I think that video, him like trying to force himself to cry, like, oh my god, you know, just rubbing his forehead like that. Trying to force himself to cry.
Looking like CJ and Dan San Andreas.
Right, trying to force himself to cry. Travis Scott, you should have just, in all honesty, Travis Scott, you probably shouldn't have said anything. You probably should just stay real quiet. Just been like, hey, let your team issue a statement, bro.
Apology.
Right, issue an apology. Let your team issue it. But you should have not came on camera and tried to force yourself to cry, because you forced yourself to cry. But brother, you was at Dave & Buster's right after this. So
was he really?
Yeah, you didn't see that report?
Nah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there was a report that said that after the fact, he didn't know, and that he and his team went to an after party at Dave & Buster's. Like nothing even happened.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's why I say it's over for you. You can't have people get killed at your show and then hit up the arcade right after, bruh. the wing and game combo. You can't hit that up right after people died at your show, bro.
That's funny.
People can't do that.
You a rental. Heard me say child, I don't play though. Fuck by what they say though. Move for no say so. Get my own money, I don't work for no payroll. Knots up in my pocket, need a bankroll. Artists know I gotta make the top. Praying that my tape don't flop. Dreaming when I'm sliding in that jag. Bitches panties drop.
The artist, because I'm not gonna say the rapper, because he said the rapper is like saying the N-word. That's what he said.
He did say that.
He said we're saying rapper is like saying nigga, and I was like, wow. Or better yet, nigger. But you know, but the artist formerly known as Kanye West, Yeezy, Yeezus,
whatever you want to call him.
You know, he had an interview with Drink Champs, which is very interesting take.
Shout out to Nori, shout out to DJF and Drink Champs, shout out to them.
I'll be honest with you. You want to talk about a lot of podcasts. I you know, there's a lot of podcasts out there, and there's a lot of, you know, people doing whatever they do, and you know, doing however they do. I like $1 million worth of game. Love $1 million worth of game. Like, they're just amazing. Drink Champs pisses me off, and what pisses me off is I get the name. I get they're supposed to be drunk, supposed to be high, you know, whatever. Boom. Rolling down, blowing the doobie, whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. What pisses me off is that Nori will literally watch whoever he's interviewing talk and then cut him off. Like, literally be talking like, yeah, they're like, yo, I used to do this, and he be like, oh, so you talking about you used to do it? I'm like, bro, shut the hell up. Nori got to put context to it. No. Nori's an idiot.
Plus they're drinking. He's drunk, so
yeah, he stopped drinking, bro. Like,
it's a Drink Champs, man.
It's called take a sip. It's not called get blasted
but they gotta take the shot. That's part of their gimmick, man.
Nah, bro. No, they take shots at the end when they ask the questions. Like, they ask.
Oh, you don't think they taking shots in the middle of recording?
That's the dumbest thing possible to do. Like, bro, kid you not? Yo, Kanye, yeah. And then Kanye had to be like, yo, bro, can you please not do that?
Oh yeah. There was definitely some times within this where I could tell Kanye
was like getting overwhelmed.
Mentally, yeah, he was definitely getting overwhelmed mentally, and I'm glad that he did do that. I'm glad you pointed that out, because mental health is important, and if there are times where you're in conversation with people and you feel overwhelmed, please stop them. Please tell them, hey, it's okay. Please don't do that. Like, I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to remain focused. You doing that isn't helping.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out. That's a great observation, too, by the way. I'm glad that you pointed that out, and people definitely need to advocate that a little bit more.
I watched the interview. I watched it like twice.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying in general, that's a good thing to bring up, you know, in the context of Kanye West, because mental health is a big part of Ye and just what he is right now at this point. So, and it was talked about a little bit in this interview. So, and I'm glad that you brought that up. And
he was like, "That's still my wife. That's still my wife." Like, he was like, "Yo, you got people in her ear. Like, I don't fuck with you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow."
Yeah. I thought a lot of this interview was Kanye doing a lot of name dropping. That's first. Yes, Kanye West did a lot of name dropping.
Well, he said it at the beginning. He said, "Listen." He was like, "Yeah, you know, I was with Elon." They was like, "Musk." They was like, "Yes." He was like, "Yeah, no, I was with Bill Gates."
Yeah.
It was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, just the amount of name dropping.
You know, he was like, "Yeah, you know." And he was like, "Yeah, I texted." He was like, "I texted Lauryn Hill and said I'm a leader." She was like, "No, you're a leader." Oh, shout out to Lauryn Hill. Ooh!
Yeah. Shout out to Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
You know, he said, he was like, "Yo, it's gonna be a lot of name dropping." It's Kanye.
Yeah, it's a lot of name dropping. It's just the idea the man was like, y'all was talking to Elon at the Bill Gates party. It was like, damn, you got invited to the Bill Gates party, and you was talking to Elon Musk over the hors d'oeuvres and the drinks. Come on, bro. Over the hors d'oeuvres and the drinks. Come on now.
You gotta have a lot of paper to
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
There was a lot of gyms. There was a lot. I thought there was a lot of
80 accounts, bro.
Yeah, 80 accounts. I think he got it. There was a. I think there was ridiculous. A lot of gyms within ridiculous. This. But my biggest question for you, based on this interview, do you think that the version of Kanye West we got now, artist formerly known as Kanye West, that this was the proper evolution of the Kanye we saw from the beginning? Do you think this is how Kanye was destined to be no matter what?
Yeah. He focused too. bozo. He focused too much on style and his music. He was just so possessed with it. So I see, and he, obviously fashion line, clothing line, everything like that. You could tell he was destined to go down that road. It was no avoidance to it. He was like, yeah, I got Gap. I got Adidas. Adidas was losing $2 billion. Now Yeezy is worth $5 billion. Now this is a $60 billion company. So who really got the short end of the stick? Yeah. So he very expressive. He's never like shied away from that. No. He's definitely. This is the Kanye that he was bound to be. It was no hiding it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the one thing I feel like I learned, I ain't gonna say I learned, but I kind of picked up throughout this, is Kanye West often speaks in the moment, like how he feels in that time, like in which he's being talking about whatever it is. Cause it was just a lot of things that he was saying, like the stuff he was saying about Big Sean. Like I didn't see him and John Legend. Like I get, if you got personal beef with them, you feel like they didn't support you in what you was doing, that's cool. Like, you obligated to feel some type of way. But to say that like Big Sean is like the worst thing that you ever did, like that's OD. That's way too much, I think. And even just the way he was kind of, talking about John Legend, I felt like that was disrespectful, because these people, even though they may not support your presidential candidacy and all some of the stuff that you were saying politically, those are still your people. Same thing with Talib Kweli. It was funny how
he
talked about Talib Kweli throughout this whole thing.
Threw him on the dirt.
And this is coming from somebody who I've actually had my own running with Talib Kweli on Twitter before. It's just like he was saying, talking mess about Talib, but still was like, oh, well, that's my people, that's my man. It's like, okay, but why publicly are you talking about him like that? Like I could see like how, no matter who your friends are, we all got the things that we say about our friends in private, whether good or bad. We all love our friends. We all, we're family. We all have our own ways of expressing the people that we love. But at the same time, like publicly, I'm not going to come out here and like bash you publicly just because we had a disagreement about something politically. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's way too much. That's way too much.
And that was crazy because he was like, I told him, he was like, you going through airports and everything, and you don't want people to know you as Mr. Ass.
Right. It's
he was like Mr. Ass. And he was like, John Legend was the. I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah, John. He was saying John Legend only says what people tell him to say,
and I'm like, bro,
and he's a puppet. And I ain't gonna say. Realistically, I'm not gonna say I disagree wholeheartedly what he said as far as the John Legend point, because John Legend point, as far as anytime he come out there, he'll say whatever they want him to say. I do agree with that. John Legend is one of those type of celebrities that, as long as it fits the agenda that they want him to say, he gonna say it. He gonna go out there and say it. Him and his wife, who
Chrissy Teigen,
who I think is a bozo too.
Each of them.
Nah, just because she's one of those where she's said a lot of bad things. Well, she said a lot of things about people, but she's actually done a lot of things to people also. And she's one of those, hey, I'm gonna hop on you. Hey, this is real. I'm gonna hop on you, even though I got my own baggage and try to hide and not address my own baggage. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, still, those are his friends, people that I think he would consider family.
And what's crazy is that he was like, if it was true that you was just with Big Sean the other day before the interview, bro, you didn't bring that up. You didn't say,
you didn't bring that up to him.
Kanye, that's what bothers me about Kanye, is that you don't talk about, like, bro, you don't say it to people's faces. Why do you say it after you get in front of other people?
Yeah, he likes to address everything publicly.
He does, and that's what pisses me off, because it's like, bro, come holler at me in general, bro. You said I sound like. You said, well, I was word signing. Say that to my face, bro. Right. You was just with me. Right. On top of that, bro, you owe me $6 million.
Right. Now, it's just one of those things. It's like,
man, you ain't billionaire. Yeah, the fuck?
Yeah. This is supposed to be a family. We argue all the time. Full transparency for the audience. We argue all the time. But at the end of the day, we not going to let anybody else come for one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not going to let nobody say nothing crazy about either one of us. But we can argue all day and say all types of wild, crazy stuff about each other. But if we have an issue with one another, we'll talk about it like between each other. We'll talk about it and speak on it and address it and move on. We do not have to take things publicly. And I feel like Kanye West falls into that trap so much where
oh my God,
everything has to be a spectacle. Everything has to be a show. I have to bring everything to the public. And it's just like, even the idea when he was talking about putting what? He put Hov, Drake, Push, Kim,
and Push and Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. He put a whole group chat just
and was like, I'm worth more than
right. And it's like, yo, why? For what? Like that? It's funny. Like it's funny to think about the fact that you gonna go in this group chat and try to flex not only on someone who is, I guess, Jay would be like a business partner, like his boss. Well, no, he said it out his mouth. His boss.
No,
he said it out his mouth. His boss.
No, he said his pops.
His pops, his boss, whatever you want to call him.
Never call a grown man my pops.
Yeah, unless you are my actual.
Yeah, unless you actually my pops. I'm not gonna call the right. I'm not gonna call.
Yeah, I ain't calling up the grown man pops. Dad, nah. But his person he called his boss or his dad or whatever. His wife, people that he's close with as far as Travis Scott and Push and Drake, put him in a group chat and say, yo, I'm worth more than all. For what? Like, he just like, Kanye West likes to flex just to say that he flexes. And it's, when we gonna start just not even getting that time or energy? And this comes from somebody who like, is really, I feel like I'm somebody who's very influenced by early Kanye West. Like, when are we gonna just say, hey, bro, Kanye, you gotta chill out, bro. You gotta calm down. It's okay to be silent. It's okay to be in Wyoming doing your thing. Like the stuff that he's doing in Wyoming, trying to build communities and all that, orphanages and stuff.
Wyoming is weird, but you know,
there's a lot of land in Wyoming, bro. There's a lot of land out there. There's a lot of land out there.
I know.
And for him to advocate for that for black people, especially, I think it's dope.
Well, he said that we're not black. We're one race, the human race.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean,
but we are black in the context of society. We are black people.
Amen.
And that stuff that he's doing, I think it's dope. I wish he would showcase that more. I wish he'd do more like of that and showcase more of that and really be more open about that than just his little petty beefs and stuff. Because that Drake Kanye beef is like the worst hip hop beef ever. Has to be. What you think? It has to be the worst beef ever.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that.
Two rich people arguing over the fact that one, it slipped out that you had a baby to your enemy. Like you don't. If Kanye knew, you think Kanye was the only person that knew that Drake had a kid?
No.
That has to have been like an industry known thing. So that's why I've yet to understand why Drake is so upset with Kanye over the fact that Pusha T found out that he had a kid. Like, unless he was in that room when Kanye told him straight up, what's the issue? I don't know. What's the issue?
I don't know. Maybe it was something he was actually holding on to. Maybe it was something a lot of people didn't know.
People knew. It's an industry thing, man. That the music industry is so small. That's why they be messing with the same women over and over again. Because the industry is so small.
Well, he wasn't.
They run the same circles.
She wasn't in the industry. Like I don't think she messed with a lot. Anyhow,
I'm not talking about Drake's baby mom, but I'm just saying like as a general thing, like they in the same circle. So what makes you think that if one person in that circle don't know, everybody in that circle ain't gonna know? And if it is in terms of the Kim, because that's another point that was kind of brought up. Well, do you think Kim and Drake mess with each other? Do you think that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I agree.
It wouldn't have surprised me to say, oh yeah, me and
Drake did the deed. They did the deed.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't. Oh my God! Oh snap! I mean, like you said, they all mess around with each other.
Yeah. They run in the same circles. They all mess around with each other. So that's why I don't know. That's why I kind of look at it a little bit. I don't know. I look at it a little bit differently, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, that any closing thoughts on that Kanye West interview before we get up out of here?
I agree what he said though. There's no longer needs to be Black History Month. There needs to be a Black Future Month. What are we doing to progress as people? We always talk about what bad happened in slavery and everything like that, but what are we talking about the future? What are we talking about? Inventions and programs and projects that we're doing to help our people progress as individuals. I actually agree with him in that in that aspect. A lot of people don't, obviously Kanye doesn't, like, Kanye does, his context is terrible. But the message in it ultimately is bigger than the context. Same thing like, when he said about slavery. I understand that, because it's like, how can you outnumber all these slave owners, but you didn't choose to rebel? Granted, he can't. The way he said it was terrible. The way he put it was terrible, because if you realize, they mentally took you out first. They didn't physically take you out. Physically, whatever. We were overpowering them, but mentally, these slave owners would get us, and that's where they would strive, because once you take the mental, you can always take the physical. So he was like, oh snap, so it was like, all right, now how do you not, rebel? But the way he put it was so terrible. Like I said, Kanye's context is terrible, but ultimately his messages are bigger than the picture. Sometimes he just be rambling and talk shit and just blah, 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 blah. Yeah. He got diarrhea of the mouth. Yeah. But other times, like when he said, "Yo, I'm tired of listening to Black history. I want a Black future." Like, obviously, you got to know where you came from to know where you're going. But now it's like, all right, now that we know where we're going, what is it that we're doing to go there? Right. So I get what he was saying. I actually understand, and I completely kind of, support it. Okay. So to bounce off your point first, before I go into my closing thoughts on this Drink Champs interview. Yeah, I know, right? We may have to get one of those. Air horn. God, shoot that shit. Throw that shit out the fucking balcony. Hell no. To go off your point, I feel like the point that he made, there was something to the point that he made. He just, like you said, the context was not there. In terms of the enslavement of people back then, whenever you strip somebody from their home, take them to a foreign place, remove their culture, there is a level of indoctrination that happens with that, and some of that you can't change, just because people were taken away from their homes. People were pretty much stripped their humanity of their culture. And with that being said, that part is not a choice. Not then, not ever. That part was never be a choice. However, in 2021, if you choose to be mentally limited, I don't want to say enslaved, because enslaved isn't the right word, and probably isn't a word we should just be throwing around. But if you are mentally, if mentally you're still not all the way conscious of what's going on out here, please do, because that's where the mental slavery that he's speaking on, to me, happens. It's too many. I feel like it's too many people out here that just want to go with the flow, and they're not really understanding that, our lives are being played with so many times, and it's right there in front of our faces, man. More and more every single day, it's in our faces. Just look at the case up there with the kid in Wisconsin with the gun up there. Oh yeah, it's right in your face. What's going on with that? Try to blame Call of Duty. Shut up. Ahmaud Arbery's case down there in Georgia, where there's only one black juror on the jury. Yeah, it's only one black jury. The whole rest of the jury is white. It's in your face on what they want to do. Of course. So with that being said, with all that stuff being right there in your face, please, people, y'all better wake up and prepare, man, because be ready, because it can't happen to you. That type of stuff can't happen to you. And you just gotta be ready for it. And like I said, with Kanye West, what he said in terms of back in the day, back in the 1800s, no, he is completely wrong, 100% wrong. What? As far as the slavery part, being a choice, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. It's nowhere near a choice. However, in terms of the mental part of it, now it's definitely a choice. You can choose not to fall through that
ideology. You can choose to go against the ideology, and a lot of people are. You're starting to see it, especially with social media being where it is now. You're starting to see it a lot. So that's my response to what you just said. And then my final reaction to the Drink Champs interview is simply like I said, man. He likes to speak in the moment. Those are the things he's felt in that moment, and I'm pretty sure when he does another interview, his thoughts will change again, and his mindset will change. And this is this is the evolution of Kanye that was going to happen all along. I think so many people wanted him to be that. Well, George Bush doesn't like black people, Kanye West, and truthfully. What I'm saying, right? Truthfully, the point that I'm making now about Kanye literally speaking only in the moment even holds true to that, because even after he said that, there was never really any circling back around as to what was going on, or not even what was going on, but what made him feel that way in that moment, and does he even still feel that way? There hasn't even been that circle around of that. So either way, guys, Kanye West, Drink Champs. We both recommend you check it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
There are some gems in there. And take with it what you want, man. Kanye West should not be the person that influences your lifestyle choices. That's all I can say. I think that's the biggest thing I can say. Either. Yeah, or your fashion choices, or your haircut choices, man.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, man. He got the Minoru Suzuki. I'm gonna have the lines cut off. It's a Japanese wrestler, you don't know. But it's the same concept of just the lines and shit all over his head. I think
it would be more fire if he had more hair and it was more prominent. Like, no funny.
So you telling me you want the patchy fro?
No funny. If he would have had, like, okay, say like my hair right now, and he did that, it would be like, oh snap, okay, you can see it. Kanye has very light hair.
It would look rough.
Kanye has like, my hair is thinning and I'm holding on to the last bits
as
of
long
it.
As I can.
Yeah, hair. So it's like, okay, now that I'm seeing stars, I don't know whether that's like the last bit of your hair that's there.
Oh no, it's the last bit. It's the last bit.
So yeah. So
you going to Kanye West barber?
Screw that. No. I went to a Spanish barber, but the homie was charging me $40. I was like, screw that. I'm gonna find somebody else. He's like the last resort in case my barber ever just was like, yeah, bro, I'm not gonna be in the city. Boom, all right, bro, I'll wait.
Hey, it happens, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I did it in Greensboro, man. During my time at A&T, that G-Ho stuff. Sometimes you couldn't get in the chair, man. You had to do what you had to do, bro. But yeah, man. So like I said, we recommend everybody check out that interview, and we can put the link to the interview part 1, because that's what we talking about mostly. Part two came out the other day, so I haven't seen it. I don't know. Have you seen the part 2?
I've gotten halfway through.
Okay, is that worth checking out too, or is it the same?
Yeah, because he has Larry Hoover Jr. on there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you talk about how his dad is. I didn't even know his dad. I didn't even know Larry Hoover's been in jail that long.
Yeah.
He said 40, bro. He said 41. He's either 41 or 47 years, bro. Yeah. Larry Hoover's 71 years old.
Yeah.
I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that's a life sentence in his own right. Like, bro, I get it. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. If he comes out at 71 and he's doing crazy stuff that he was doing, you know.
Yeah, he ain't. And that's the thing. He's really advocating to stop the violence. And I really think Larry Hoover getting out would probably help so much of the stuff that's going on in Chicago that people love to bring up as a problem.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because he was like, yo, y'all really realize, like, you talk about he was leading the Gangsta Disciples.
Yeah, I was about to say, you were talking founded about the GDs, man.
Yeah, but you didn't realize, like, the principles of it. Like, he was like, yo, you had to go to school. You had to, you had to do this. You had to do that. It was like, wow, okay. Well, for a gang organization, it's pretty high task of you to act for somebody to say, hey, yeah, go to school too, while you're also, probably pushing weight.
Yeah, I think if Larry Hoover can get out,
which he qualifies for, according to them,
I think his word will have so much of an impact on the streets there in Chicago, as far as just him saying, hey, let me sit down some of these gangs, because it's Larry Hoover. Like, who's gonna really disrespect an old man, especially someone of the caliber of Larry Hoover? Is like, No, he liked that. Like, he put in his work. He did what he did. His name is solidified in the
There's
streets.
always one.
It's always one, but you got to be a real stupid one to do it. Because you think you off the founder of the Gangsta Disciples? You don't think you got the whole rest of the Gangsta Disciples coming after your ass? I don't know. That's how I look at it. You mess with one. It's always one, and that one, you be a dead dog. I put it to you, you be a sitting duck. Because your ass is grass. That's the best. That's the only way I can put it. Your ass is grass. Because I ain't messing with Larry Hoover. I ain't messing with Larry Hoover Jr. Larry Hoover the 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever Larry Hoover's descendants come after that. I ain't messing with them. They good money in my book. Just off top. On GP alone.
I never.
On GP alone. But either way. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Okay. Plugs? You got anything you want to plug this week? Toronto trip.
Toronto. Yeah, big facts. Toronto trip coming up. Gonna be doing some sightseeing. Going to the views. Views from the 6. Views from the 6. Going to do some wine tasting.
Okay.
Some axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different.
Watch your heads, people. Watch your heads.
Hell yeah. Which you just gotta watch your toes. They want you to cover up your feet and stuff like that. So
you may chop off a pinky toe.
Hell yeah. So doing that. Going to see Tiana Taylor. I'm bringing an extra pair of drawers in case I got to throw it on the stage. And she be like, who threw these? I'm like, it's a dude from Harlem.
I'm about to say, you ready to throw hands with Iman Shumpert when that happens?
Man, listen, Iman Shumpert worried about Dancing with the Stars. He got bigger things to worry about.
Is he still on there?
Yeah,
he didn't get eliminated.
I don't think he got eliminated.
Okay. Well, we root for Iman Shumpert to win.
Facts.
We root for him to win. Shout out to Tiana Taylor. We love her on this podcast.
I love her in general.
Yeah, I like her, even though the album that she put out with Kanye.
Oh no, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't the greatest, but I love Tiana. She just seems like a cool spirit.
Yeah.
And Iman Shumpert, I always liked Iman Shumpert. Yeah. Toronto. You gonna shoot out some pictures from the.
I hope. I'm not a huge picture person, so it ain't.
You gotta give us one look, brother.
I give y'all pictures and stuff like that, but I ain't like a huge picture. You
gotta give us.
That's what I said.
At least one look for the gram.
That's what I said. I'm gonna try to do sign up, but me being.
Cause you global now, man. You gotta put a picture out. You global now.
Being the person I am, I ain't huge on pictures. Like, I'm huge in the moment. Like, I want to enjoy that. I want to I be able to remember it. If I can remember it, pictures are cool. Pictures bring me back memories and stuff like that. But sometimes you don't remember pictures all the time. I remember memories. Like,
I put it to you this way: Toronto's one of the places, man. International, especially with this pandemic stuff going on right now. If you are going somewhere out the country, please cherish that shit, because
big fact.
Ain't no promises next year you'll be able to go out the country. And I'm just saying it. Ain't no promises you'll be able to go out the country. With all this COVID stuff going on and the amount of this changing, you never know. You seriously never know. So you got to get a look for the gram at least for the gram in the 6.
I can't get on the top of the tower, but I'll try to get close to it.
Yes, as close as you can would be.
And my caption will not be views from the 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta have the Drake quote.
It will not be a Drake
sexy
quote
for the song. That's Instagram. That song was meant for Instagram.
It will not be a Drake quote. I promise you that. Right off rip.
What about a Tory quote?
No.
Yeah, about to say we don't mess with
a Justin Bieber.
Yeah, about to say we don't mess with. We won't rock with Tory on this podcast.
It'd be a Justin Bieber quote.
Okay. Well,
is it too late to say sorry?
Well, I'm excited for you. I know America, the people, the viewing audience, they're excited for you and your embarkment on Toronto and
vacation.
Yeah, vacation. Yes,
I need it.
Yes, we all need it, man. I need a vacation too. But where? I don't know. I had to figure it out. It won't come until next year though, wherever it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
But yeah, so
I mean, my next one.
Plugs. Put your plugs out there.
Me, Born Center _25. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, the 2K stuff is coming together.
It's coming.
We've had some difficulties on that too, but
hopefully I'll be on tonight. I'll be on tonight. I don't know about anybody else, but I'll be on tonight.
I love how he's throwing a direct shot at me.
Yeah, I'll be on tonight because I ain't got too much to do. Wash some clothes, clean up. So
we're
I'll be on tonight.
I'll probably pop up on there. Whether or not we gonna stream it, I don't know, but we definitely gonna pop up.
We're gonna be on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be on.
Pop up.
That's a fact.
I gotta get that power forward going. That's really what it is. I just gotta get that. I gotta get the rebirth stuff done first. Once I get that done, that's when I'm gonna get the power forward going. But yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram _BP_10. You can follow the pod at whatupbropod on Instagram and Twitter. And anybody that likes wrestling, you know how that rock. You can follow that on Twitter, W4DA Culture. Got a video coming up. Had one yesterday for the review for Full Gear. Okay. That the day of this recording, the day we are recording this, is when that video is going up. So it would already been up for you guys to see. The link will be in that. Yeah, it was a pretty good show. The shit was just long. It just dragged out a lot. It dragged out a lot. Shout out to Hangman Page for finally winning the belt. That's all I can say.
Damn. Wish I would have given it to Kenny for one more week.
Yeah, but I don't think they had much time to really waste. Just because it was long overdue for Heyman to win the belt anyway. But I'll get into that on my video. So please, check that out if y'all are interested in that. The link will be in the description. Same thing with our Instagram, Twitters, all that stuff is in the description box. So yeah, man, that's all I got.
That's a fact.
New episode coming on Friday. What you thinking? We doing a music review? What we doing? We gotta review that Summer Walker album, don't we?
Yeah, I gotta listen to it again.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. Another video I want us to talk about. I want to talk about Brittany Renner on Kevin Samuels. I do want us to talk about that.
I ain't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send that. We gotta talk about that because it was.
See it.
We need to talk about the one on her acting. We need to talk about her situation in general, just alone for him, because she's a mess.
She plotted on myself.
Yeah, she's a mess. But it ain't about that right now. It's about Kanye, Travis Scott. Prayers to those people in the Astroworld stuff. Kanye West, brother, sit down, man. Enjoy life, bro. You are rich, man. You are rich, and you're one of the greatest artists who has ever walked the face of this earth. Live, man. Enjoy your life. Don't be so angry all the motherfucking time. It's okay to enjoy your life, brother. It's okay. So that's all I got. Sean, you out of here, man?
Out of here.
You out of here? Well, I'm right with him. I'm out of here. Peace and love, everybody. And we'll catch you guys at the next episode.